What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to take you along while I demo my bathroom in my house so you can see what exactly is going on right here. What's up guys, Shannon here, welcome back. I have Chris with me. So today we are going to be filming part one of a series of videos remodeling our bathroom.
The secondary bath.
Yes.
We already did the first one, which is here on her YouTube channel, That Tile Chick. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. We'll put a link. We'll put a little box up here somewhere. But today we're going to be focusing on...
So today we're focusing on the demo of the bathroom, and then also we're going to be checking out how the plastic shower panels on the walls and in the pan, how that held up over the years. Right now we have a walk-in shower in there and it's all made out of plastic. So I'm excited to pull that out and do some inspection to see how that held up and if it leaked and if there's any issues underneath. But without further ado, let's bring you over to the shower.
Go.
All right, so here we have it. It is, let me turn the camera around so you can see the actual entire bathroom. So basically it's just, you know, your standard bathroom. And we're gonna do something that's a little unorthodox, and I know I'm gonna get a bunch of questions. Why are you doing this? We are taking the shower and we're going to put a tub in here because this is technically the secondary bathroom. There was a tub in the primary bathroom and we changed it to a shower, and since later on down the road we want to rent this place out, yada yada yada, explanation, it's not really necessary, but we want to have at least one tub in this house. So it's going to be this one, this bathroom. These are the yucky shower panels. I'm actually pretty impressed with how well it looks to be installed. The corners are all one piece, so it looks like they, you know, took measurements and must have made the shower to fit this bathroom. The outside corners have, seems like PVC, acrylic, I'm not really sure over here. So there's no real like inside corner besides at the pan where it looks like there's a seam, which this is where I'm most worried about, is here on the curb. Maybe not so much on the curb, don't mind the dead bug here. But what's really gross is the drain. So like when you stand in here and you're showering, there's like, I don't know, like air pockets under here, and you can like kind of hear the water squishing. So I'm a little worried about that. Luckily we are on a slab, so it's not like the subfloor is going to be rotted out or anything, but it's probably going to stink a little bit when we pull this up. So we'll see how well this held up. I mean, all the caulking here is kind of growing some funky stuff, and yuck. So we'll see. Okay, so the first part of the demo is we're going to take out any small things that can be unscrewed and taken out quite easily before we have to then disconnect all the plumbing, disconnect the toilet, pull out the vanity, pull out the toilet, and I'll probably work on the shower last, and then we'll complete with like the fur downs and things like that, stuff that causes a lot of mess and we need more room for. So let's go. To mention that whenever I'm working, for those of you who've probably been following me for a little while, you notice that I tend to stay fairly clean, but like literally this is how. Just a clean microfiber rag. I hate. I don't like when I have stuff on my hands and then I touch other things and it's like I leave a trail. All right, guys, so we took out the vanity, took out all the big stuff pretty much. Now we have lots of room. I'm going to get started on doing the shower first by cutting the caulk along the edges. So what I'm thinking is that whoever owned this house before, there was a tub here and they converted it to a shower. So it looks like this paneling runs a little bit behind the wall. So instead of making extra work pulling out the multi-tool and cutting this, I'm going to just cut the caulking, and we're going to try to take the shower out first and then see how far this paneling goes. So we could see what it looked like before. Much caulking over here. Sheesh. And this is just like mush. Crazy.
I'm really curious to see what we're gonna find. Holy shit, there's like...
What?
There's like... Oh my god, I think there's tile.
Oh, fuck me. No.
I see a bullnose.
Holy.
So it looks like there maybe we won't have to tile.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, so we started cutting away at the acrylic walls, and I'm pretty sure we got tile underneath.
Yep. And if it's like the other, well, no, the other bathroom was remodeled. This is probably the original tile that was here when the house was built, and I guarantee you that it looks to be mud set. All right.
Check this out.
So we are starting to cut back in the shower here.
Our acrylic shower bath fitter is really waterproof.
Jesus.
How about that?
Holy shit. That's disgusting. So the shower just recently had a birthday. December 19th, 2002.
So we're at 20 years old.
That's crazy. So you guys are about to see easily what's a 40-year-old shower tile install behind these panels. So these panels are 20 years old, and since the house was built in early 70s, it's going to be interesting. All right, guys. Literally, what? Wow. Okay, so here you have it. I was terribly wrong. I thought that there was a tub here. Clearly there was a shower. So it looked like, you know, from what we guessed looking over here, is that it's a old mud set shower. So what that means is they use tar paper, wire lath, and mud. So you could see the layers. I just had a piece. Right here. You can see the layers. This is the tar paper, the wire lath is in there, and then the mud. And then the tile assembly goes right on top of that. But clearly it looks like it was failing pretty bad, that the tile just literally lifted up with all of this. And this gray stuff that you see is like a urethane sealant. It's
Spider-Man
like
juice?
You know, an adhesive that they use, like construction adhesive. They sell all different types, but yeah, that's what they use to stick on this plastic crap that you see. I definitely didn't think that it was going to be like this. So this is like this is what happens. It's Pandora's box. Great.
Let's do the walls.
I'm scared. I'm terrified of the walls, guys. I'm terrified. I am very scared. I'm scared to see what the pan looks like. I don't know what's going on here, but this is bad. Bad.
Okay, so status update.
I just took a quick lunch. Well, I did. Chris took a nap.
I took a laborer's lunch.
So anyway,
The panels are off.
we didn't do the pan yet.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that for last. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use the multi-tool to cut
Along the edge here, where the mud meets the drywall.
so that way when
That's
we're
so when
tearing-
we're tearing it out, it doesn't rip the drywall all the way out.
it just makes for a cleaner
Yeah.
demo with less work afterwards. So that's what we're gonna do next. Let's go. Okay, so we got the ceiling taken down. There was a bunch of old blown-in insulation that fell down on our heads. Basically just hit it with a sledgehammer a couple times, made some holes, and then just pulled it down with my hands. Now we're working on getting the walls out, and as you can see here, there's the wire. We got the wire, the mud, and the tile. So our plan of action is we're going to take this piece of drywall here off and try to pull the drywall out because it's on the drywall, and see if we can get out in a few pieces rather than having to smash it all in one piece. Or there's a secondary option we can do, which is you use a grinder and you score it and then you pull it out in chunks. So hopefully we won't have to do that. Just watch out.
Honey, that's gonna be heavy.
Demo from
So this back wall just came off very, very, very easily. Barely took any effort. The two side walls were like we were standing there hammering at it for quite some time. So let's go in here and check out what's going on back here. Oh yeah, you see, this is water damage.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try
We're
to.
gonna have to fix this framing.
So this is all. So this is an old mud set shower. It's just literally drywall, mud, wire lath, and tile. No waterproofing whatsoever. So this is what happened here on this back wall. This is all water damage coming through.
The big sledgehammer, this ain't gonna be nothing.
Alright, so we got all the walls down, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take down this empty space, this fur down, whatever you call it. We're going to take that down, and we're going to leave the pan and the curb for last. When we opened up the walls, we discovered some water damage. We have water damage coming outside the shower here under the drywall on both sides. That side's even worse. We have some water damage running along this back wall, and then also it looks like there's some old termite damage happening. It doesn't look active anymore, but yeah, it's pretty gnarly up in here. We were wearing masks yesterday, but we got ourselves some masks because some of this stuff is pretty disgusting. So yeah, I mean, next step is to start taking the stuff down from the top, and then we'll work our way down and out. So wish us luck. Okay, so we took that fur down and this one. So that it just makes the room look so much bigger, gives you a lot more space and openness. I don't like the weird obstructions, just like this one was super weird. It was just protruding out of the ceiling. Like let's just make it normal here. So that's pretty much what we did, and just in my opinion, it really opens up the space already. Looks a lot better.
Okay, so we decided to save the shower pan for last. Major's here helping, as you can see. We have wood here on the front, and then on the back we have the tile assembly with the wire lath and the muds. And then I'm going to use either a Sawzall or circular saw to try to cut it down the middle so it's easier to just pry out. So that's what we're going to be doing next.
All right, guys, so we finally made it somewhat. So the demo was way more complicated than we had originally thought. We pulled out all the plastic and we saw some craziness behind that plastic or acrylic bath fitter, whatever it was. It seems like whoever put that in, they covered up a previous issue. There is evidence of water damage and definitely some termite damage. Luckily for us, it is not active anymore. So our next step is to replace some of the framing. So just a quick recap. We came in, we demoed everything, took out the vanity, took out the toilet, took out the fur downs that were up here. So now the room is like, you know, it looks like a normal big open room with a lot more headspace. There's no like obstructions coming out of the ceiling. Like this one here was super weird. It was just there. The most important part here is that we had to remove some moldy drywall from like behind where the paneling used to be. So we cut all that out, sprayed some bleach over here. Quick recap on the shower pan. This was a early 70s. Chris says the house was built in 1972 and they used a lead pan which wrapped over the inside of the curb. So there was they did a pour of concrete here, then on top of that they put tar paper, then on top of that was the lead pan. So obviously some leaking here. We have evidence of water damage pretty much all along the shower head wall, the exterior wall, and then it wraps back around literally all the way around here. So like from the pan and then up about a foot. So to me, that tells me that the pan failed, which is not good. But all right, guys, so that wraps it up for our demo vlog. The next vlog that we are going to be doing is reframing this exterior wall and around this window where we had water damage and termite damage. So I would love to hear your feedback below if you've ever ran into any of these issues, or if you've ever had any issues in your home with your showers. Please drop a comment below, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you are not already, and we'll see you on the next one.